Hey, Miss Benita, Miss Merida. I'm doing good, yourself. Hey, Miss Benita. How you doing today? You doing good? That's good. Hey, Miss Antoinette. I'm over here eating me a few little meatballs. And hey, Miss Reese and Sandra. And a burgerless, a breadless burger. I got everything on it: the mayonnaise, the mustard, the ketchup, the cheese, the tomatoes, the onions, the lettuce. No bread. Hi, Shatika. How y'all doing today? Hey, Tuesday. Y'all ring doorbell for me. Thumbs up, like button. If you don't mind. How y'all day going? Sorry, y'all. That's good. Like that. I don't think it would be all of that, but you don't really miss the bread. You don't really miss it. It's the smacking. My bad. I can't help it. Hey, Miss Thelma. Thank you, Susie, for your 18 months of supporting me being a sugar boo. I sure appreciate you, girlie. Thank you, Susie. I'm so sorry, Tuesday. You cook white peas, fried okra, squash, casserole, baked pork chops, and cornbread. Oh, sounds good. Y'all, we getting some thunder, and it's raining. It was raining, don't stop, but it was raining. And the sun is out, just a pretty. I make it sound good. Hey, Lean. Hey, Internet. You like those mukbangs, Mercedes? Thank you, Mercedes. It still ain't long enough for me though. It rained there yesterday? I was in the kitchen warming up my food, child, and then it just thunder just hit out of nowhere. I'm like, damn, scared the mess out of me. And it's just a sunny outside. Ain't cloudy at all. It would never. Oh, okay. Well, thank you, Mercedes. Hey, Miss Jeannie. Thank you. I appreciate it, boo. Sun shining in Douglasville. Oh, that's Georgia, right? Happy birthday, Miss Antoinette, to your granddaughter. I didn't see that. Hey, Lisa. There go the rain coming down again. I mean, y'all, it is pouring down outside with the sun just shining. Hey, Tika. Hey, April. You was packing up. Dang, those was definitely super, super, super old. Hey, Alicia. Breezy. I heard it was on the radio yesterday that it was a storm out there, but it was saying that y'all hear that thunder? But it was saying that the storm, the tornado, hurricane, whatever it is that's out there, it may not be causing no damage or anything, but it's one out there. 4 years ago, you think? Yeah, it's been a long time. I remember it had to be like the beginning. Mm-hmm. Oh, really? Mean that it would rain at the same time? I'm over here eating a burger with some cheese on there, lettuce, tomatoes, ketchup, mustard, onions, mayonnaise, no bread. And I got a few little meatballs right here, barbecue meatballs. But I don't really like the taste of them, honestly. They kind of got like that little. I got some ranch dressing to go with those, but I don't really like the taste of them because they taste artificial, like frozen meatballs. Well, God dang it. Now I gotta use my fingers. I gotta use my fingers now. Mm-hmm. Maybe it'll taste better. Okay. You know, your fingers. Food honestly do taste different when you eat with your fingers. Certain things, I'm telling you, it's like your fingers give it more flavor, or the flavor it's supposed to have. Homemade with bell peppers, onions inside, and rolled meatball. Hey, Miss Flora. Hey, Ken Ray, they call it ghetto whatever. Girl, sometimes you gotta eat with them fingers, girl. Mm-hmm. Certain food anyway. Yesterday I went on Walmart website and priced the burgers and stuff. Dang, Miss Meredith, you still feeling bad? But I know whenever that flare up happens, it lasts like a whole month. That's why I don't be wanting no flare up. Less waste, no forks, no spoon. Pot roast with this hot weather, girl. Pot roast always good with that gravy on there, child. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry to hear that though, Miss Meredith. I hope you get feeling better soon. Hey, Tashana. Yeah, that what's the name? Dang, I can't even think the name of it, but it ain't no joke. Mm. You cook some fresh turkey necks with black eyed peas, right? Ooh! Girl, you ate good. You made some jiffy bread or homemade? Susan, did you get my email? I ain't checked this morning, so I don't know if you did or didn't. I was hoping to folding clothes today, mopping and all that stuff. But you know, I'm gonna sit down while the Lord do His work. Okay. I like some turkey wings too. They even better when they smoke too. More flavor. Mm, 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 mm. Y'all, my birthday coming so fast. Oh, I know that was good, girl. Oh, the flavor. Mm. You better, Tashana. You'll come by a plate daily. I wish I could. I sure wish I could, honey. Well, that's hard, though. Mm. That was good. Ain't it? Ooh. I'm gonna eat one more of these meatballs because I really don't like them. Oh, excuse me. No, I didn't make no birthday list. What I had told everybody to do instead of me making a birthday list, because I can't think what I want, just send me a gift card. Anybody that want to send me anything, y'all just send me a gift card. And I'll be happy with that. You can send any kind of gift card you want to send. I'll be okay with a gift card. It's going to be here. What you going to do? I'm having a party. And so I was talking to my friend. I didn't want to like talk about this because but I do want to talk about it. See, a lot of things that I don't be want to talk about be good topics, but I don't be want to start the drama. I don't be want to start the drama because people got different opinions about stuff. But sometimes it be good to talk about certain things. To get other people's opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like how they think about it. So I was just talking to y'all about this yesterday though, and I was telling my friend or whatever, and she she was like, she said, "What you gonna do for your birthday?" So I had told her what I was gonna do. I told her, I was gonna cook and stuff like that or whatever. And then then I started telling her, the same thing what I was telling y'all yesterday. I was like, I'm gonna change up my menu. I was like, because I was gonna do the most, and I was like, I'm not finna do that, because I was like, I was gonna make enchiladas and different kind of meats and stuff for the tacos, just like how the whole spread, just like how I did for the subs. You know what I'm saying? Some people like when they do subs. Let's just say somebody other than me, if they was to have a sub bar, they probably would just do lettuce, tomato, mayonnaise, mustard, one kind of mustard or pickles, the bread, and that's it. But me, I went above and beyond with all the toppings I could think of to go on a sandwich, and then I had like three, four different kind of mustards. You know what I'm saying? And I know I do the most. I know I do. I know I do. But I do it because that's what makes me happy. You know, it makes me happy to do the most. It makes me happy for one that I'm doing it. But it also makes me happy to make others happy. You see what I'm saying? And that's probably my problem is I like to do stuff to make other people happy. And my friend, she was like, Tiana, you got to do what makes you happy. It does make me happy. it does make me happy. Like, does it not make sense? I'm trying to see, am I not making sense? Am I not making sense? Even though this party is for me, but I'm the type of person where I go above and beyond for people. But I'm doing it for me. I'm very creative. And so it's like, what's wrong with me going above and beyond? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out, like, am I the problem? Am I the problem? Am I the problem for going above and beyond? But like I told her, I go above and beyond, but at the same time, it pleases. That's what I'm trying to say. It pleases me to host with the most. Like, I'm just a host that do the most. And like I told her, I was like, I was even gonna do the flower headbands and everything. I was gonna do all that for the women. You know what I'm saying? Just because I know that some people is probably gonna come to this party and don't um and some people going to come to this party and they're not going to dress the theme, but I got a theme. You know what I'm saying? If I wanted a basic party no theme, I would have just had a basic party no theme. But since I know that people ain't going to dress the part, I was going to do the headbands. But then when I realized that I'm doing the most, I said, you know what? I'm not finna even do all that. I'm not even finna do all that, because this is about me. But it is about me, but at the same time, I want people to be a part of what's making me happy. You know what I'm saying? Be a part of it, and dress the part and all of that. What if I wanted a basic party, I like I don't get it. It's just I'm just like I'm the type of person. Well, if you invite, I don't give a damn if we supposed to be goddamn Barney. You know what I'm saying? If you invite me to a party and the theme is Barney, and they say if you don't want to put on the costume, just wear some purple. I'm coming dressed and looking like the theme. You know what I'm saying? I done been to my husband family get-togethers. They done had poker theme. Y'all, that was Christmas. Y'all saw me. I think y'all saw me get myself together for I got together with y'all. I went and found me a dress. I thank God, because God know I'm a budget type person. But I went to the thrift store and I found me a badass dress. That's the dress that I wore in that picture that my husband had got printed out for me and him for our anniversary gift. You know what I'm saying? Found me a badass dress, and I dressed the part. I went and did. I do the most. Like, I even went and bought feathers to go on my husband. Had my nails all blinged out, trying to look all vintage type look, from back then. But my nails, blinged, but still, I was trying to look all vintage type. You know what I'm saying? Trying to give that vintage look. It was poker themed, but in my mind, okay, we poker vintage type poker. They got the long cigarettes. The pin up type women. I was going for that look. And so, exactly. Sometimes it was, well, what you mean by that, Miss Antoinette? Because why am I froze over here? Y'all froze? Oh, I'm behind. But anyway, I don't know what you mean by that, because I'm having a party and I got a theme and I want people to come dress the part, you know. So, okay, but that's not the problem though. That's not the problem. None of this right here is the problem. None of that I was just talking about is the problem. So then I went on to tell her, I was like, well, I'm going to just make changes to the whole thing because I'm not finna do the most for people that's going to come that don't even want to bring a gift. It's a big deal to me, y'all. That's a big deal to me. And I'm going to tell you why. And she said some of the things that some other people said, but I don't understand. I don't understand why she would even think that way too, because I'm like this. My friend, she got etiquette. And I couldn't think of the words yesterday to even explain it the way that I explained it, but I did a damn good job yesterday. Y'all understood where I was coming from. So, it's called etiquette. Etiquette. It's etiquette. My eyes, that's, you know, in my eyes, I was telling her, I was like, I'm having a party, a birthday party, and I'm inviting people and stuff like that, you know, and I expect the people to bring a gift because you coming to a birthday party, like, grown or not, people love gifts. Exactly, Tay. Exactly. So, grown or not, people love gifts. So my friend goes to say, she was like, well, some people ain't got money. I get that. But still, that's no excuse for nobody to show up to nobody's birthday party, anniversary party, child or adult party empty-handed. So she was like, well, sometimes people, you know, presents is enough. No, it's not. What's wrong with you going a little bit further? That's how I see it. A little bit further than just your presence. What about the presence? What about showering the host? Showering the person that you're celebrating? What about that part right there? You know what I'm saying? What about that part? What about putting thought into gifting? What about that? But see, that's what people don't want to do, so they make excuses and say, oh, we ain't got the money, or I ain't know what you like, or I don't. Those excuses ain't good enough. Because it all goes back to your etiquette. When you go to a party, you bring a gift. If you don't know what kind of gift, bring a gift card. If you don't know what kind of gift card, get a Visa gift card. If you ain't got the money for a gift card, you ain't got $20 because $20 or $10 is the limit to put on the card, then get a card. A simple card. 50 cents, y'all. And like I said, sometimes you get cards $2 for $1, and to make that person feel extra special, shit, stand there and find them 2 cards. What's wrong with bringing gifts to a party? What's wrong with that? So she said, well, I'm the type of person where I don't like gifts and stuff like that. I don't want, no, she didn't say that. She said, I'm the type of person where I don't want nobody bringing me gifts because, you know, I'm picky and stuff like that. And people don't really bring you, decent gifts and stuff like that, because most of the time it be stuff from around their house or whatever, or something that they didn't want, you know what I'm saying? But I get that too. And like I told her, some of the gifts that I got from the people that did bring gifts, I could tell that it was stuff from around their house. And she said, but don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna tell them that, it's something that I didn't want. None of us do. That's just like a neighbor bringing over you a welcome to the neighborhood dish or cookies or something. You ain't gonna tell that neighbor that you ain't gonna eat that food, but you're gonna accept it and throw it away behind their back, right? Okay. So if somebody bring you a gift that you don't like, you're gonna accept it and you know do with it however behind their back. You may save it to give it away to somebody else or whatever. But it's just the thought of the person's, just like, okay, it's a party. I'm going to have the decency to bring a gift to this party. I was given an invitation of the time, the place, the date, the theme. And on the invitation, this person specifically said, fee. I did not say, just bring a gift. I intentionally put on there fee, Fee, to make it seem like in order for you to get into this party, you got to bring a gift. And that's what I said, fee, Fee, bring a gift. I didn't say fee $5, $10, 50 cents, $1, nothing. My fee is bring a gift. And that is just a cute way for me to let you know, you coming to my party, bring me a gift. Just like when I asked y'all to ring the doorbell. Instead of me saying, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, y'all hit the like button for me, hit the like button, hit the like button. I found a cute way of asking you to hit the like button. So I say ring the doorbell. Instead of just saying hit the like button. When I say ring the doorbell, it's just like, okay, y'all know I'm coming to this girl house, even though we on live and, she doing a video for us or whatever. But, I know that she is welcoming us into her space. So the least I can do is, since I'm showing up to her house, is ring the doorbell. Because if I was to go to my mama house or my cousin house or my sister, my brother, my friend house, my neighbor house, whoever house, sometimes you even go to a goddamn store, you got to ring a doorbell. Let them know you at the door. Come on in. You welcome, So that was just like my little neat way of coming up with hit the like button. So my neat way of saying, and when you come to my party, bring a gift, instead of me just saying, hey, y'all, when you come, make sure you got a gift when you come to my house, or you ain't coming in, or you know what I'm saying, something like that. I'm not gonna turn them around at the door. I'm not gonna do that because I'm not that type of person. But it's letting you know what I expect of you. And also, if you didn't know, and if you the type of person that shows up to people parties and don't bring gifts, it's my way of letting you know, when you come to my party, bring me a gift. What's wrong with that? And like I told her, I said, okay. I said, but me and you, I'm not talking about my friend, y'all. I'm just telling y'all the discussion me and her had, okay? So anyway, like I told her, I say, now, okay, you the type of person, you don't expect people to bring you gifts. You don't want people to bring you gifts and stuff like that because you picky, right? That's what you say. But I told her, I said, but that's the difference between me and you. I said, I ask people to bring me gifts because whenever I go to anybody's party, I'm bringing them a gift. I'm going to take them a gift. So I guess that's what the problem is with me, is because I expect people to know that they should do the same thing. So I like gifts. And I'm not the picky type of person either. And so like I told her, see, that's why me and you different, because I'm not picky, because I accept the thoughts. I ain't got to tell you what to bring me. It's just the thought that counts to me. This is what I was telling her. It's the thought that counts to me. I don't care if you just give me a card and fill it out. It's the thought that counted to me. That's all that matters. Is that you thought about me. You thought enough to say, hey, I like this card and I believe these words sounds good on this card, and it'll just put a smile on her face just reading this card here. You know what I'm saying? Just reading this card, and it'll put a smile on her face just reading this card. It's just kind of come from me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just so creative in a way. Like when I go and pick out a card, I add on to the card. You know what I'm saying? With my own little words, or I might put. I just get real creative with stuff, and I know everybody ain't, but I'm just saying it. That's why it means more when you put thought into stuff. When you put thought into stuff for a person, you want to come to a person birthday party, but you feel like, oh, my presence is enough. I don't get that. I don't get that, y'all. You go to people's anniversary party and you feel like, oh, my presence is enough. You go to people's weddings and you don't bring gifts and you be like, oh, my presence is enough. You go to people's housewarming parties. Hey, Queen P. Yes, that's what I do, Lisa. You go to people's housewarming parties. It's a housewarming party. But your presence is enough. Where am I lost at? Who? Am I lost? Come on now, y'all. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if they didn't know, you tell them, right? But you tell them in a way without hurting their feelings. And that's what my friend was telling me. Like, sometimes that hurts people. That's insulting to people. I ain't said it in no kind of insulting way, because on the invitation, I put fee, F-E-E. If you was to go to a concert, you got an admission fee. You feel insulted because they tell you that you got to pay $800 to $1,000? Or they just don't show their ass up? Which one? Because they ain't got the money. When you got to go to the club and you go to that door and they tell you got a fee, do you get mad then? Or do you pay that fee and come on in? Or is you going to turn your ass around at the door and go on home because you ain't got that money to get in? But when I host something that I'm paying all my money for, even if it is for me, and inviting people to come, and I say my fee is for you to bring a gift, where is I'm wrong at? You in my house, you at my party, eat my food, listen to my music, using my bathroom, my power. People want to use your chargers, your electricity, your water. But my only fee was for you to bring a gift. Unfortunately, we can't expect others to do what we would do. I agree, people should do right, especially if it's an invitation. You're right, Tiffany. But if I specifically listen, and see that's what I'm saying. See, I know y'all. I know a lot of y'all want to say is you can't expect people to be just like you. I understand that, but listen, if I put on the invitation, that's the difference, y'all. If I put on the invitation, your fee is to bring a gift. That right there let you know, oh, I got to bring something. Right? Right, Miss Benita. But did I, but not Miss Benita. Do you see what I'm saying though? Your fee on the invitation, it said your fee, FEE. Bring a gift. On the invitation. On the invitation, y'all, it says that. I see if I didn't put this on the invitation. But I put this on the invitation. Your fee is to bring a gift. It's called having enough, and it doesn't. And the doesn't matter. Maybe when you have events, you have to go, have to target those who you know will bring something. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna tell you why. I don't want to have to be picky and choosy on who I want to come to nothing that I put together, because they're welcome. They are. It's just that when you y'all, they welcome. They more than welcome. They more than welcome to come. But the problem comes in is where I'm the host that do the most. I just do the most. I do the most and get the least. I go out my way and do the most. So that's when I realized, I say, you know what? I can't do the most. Because the least I put in, the least I worry about. The more I put in, the more I worry about. So that's when I said I'm making changes and I'm not gonna do the most. Everybody is welcome. I don't want to have to pick and choose. Oh, you don't bring nothing. I don't want you to come. I asked of you. I put on the invitation for what you should bring, what I expect. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because who don't like gifts? You know what I'm saying? Who don't like gifts? You right, Miss Antoinette. Who don't like gifts? So I say, I don't want people fooled. I wouldn't that's one thing that Miss Benita, I wouldn't even say. If I tell anybody to bring something, I'll probably say bring some chips or bring a sweet or something like that. But you know what? Hold on, let me see. When I did a small thing, I told like the people bring a gift. But if I'm doing, and that's because of that's my little circle. You see what I'm saying? That's my little. I mean, not a gift, but bring a dish. Like me and my little circle, the people that I know, we can do bring a dish thing. You know what I'm saying? We can do that. But when I'm doing something for a bigger crowd, I'm not finna tell these people bring no gift dish. For one, I don't know what these people house look like. I don't know if these people clean or nasty. I don't know if these people is clean with they cooking. I don't know these. No, we ain't finna do no bring a dish. No, ma'am. Just like even at churches and stuff like that. You know, I know sometimes, churches and stuff, they be doing bring a dish and stuff like that, potlucks and all of that. I don't see how everybody could even, y'all. Because you don't know, this is a congregation of all these different people that you don't even know. So do you really want to even be sitting at the table eating food from people that you ain't even own? I ain't never even seen their house, their kitchen, how they clean their food, no nothing. It is, and see, that's why I was finna go, Tiffany. You pray over and move on, baby. Ooh. No, Tiffany. But that's what it is. This is exactly who it is. See, the people that's coming to my party and the people that I'm inviting is not just random people. They're not. I'm not a random people type of person. Only time randoms come is if they bring a random. But the people that's coming to my party is my family and my husband's family. That's who's coming to my party. You know what I'm saying? That's who's coming to the party. It's my in-laws and my family. So, on invitations that I sent out, and see, I don't invite everybody to my parties and stuff like that because I don't like drama. I ain't saying that my husband family ain't drama-fied, but I'm just, listen, y'all got to know me to know me to know me to know how I am. You got to know me. I'm not no anybody type of person. I'm not. And so now I done got to the point where whenever I do have parties or get-togethers, if it's going to be something that I want to be big, I extend my invitation out to my husband's family. All of them. No picking, no choosing. They have a whole group that they put me in. And I can't even tell you half the people that's in the group. But when I send out the invitation, I know that this is their family group. So when I send out this invitation to their family group, I'm putting everybody. This invitation is going to all his family. I don't even know who's gonna show up, who ain't. So if I want a head count, I'm gonna say, let me know if you coming. If I don't want no kids coming, I'm gonna be like, no kids. But I put my invitation in there. But my invitation is my invitation. If you, my invitation is my invitation, and I put specific things on my invitation. And if I said that your fee to get to my goddamn party is to bring a gift, that's my fee. And if you can't go by what I put on my invitation for my fee, then what you should do is not come. Because if you was to go to a club or a concert and you couldn't pay that fee, you wouldn't go. So if you can't have the decency enough to bring a gift to my party, you shouldn't come. That's how I see it. If that's what I asked for. That's how I see it. Because it's only manners. You should feel bad yourself for showing up to anybody's party empty-handed. And that's only because you should have enough etiquette to know that if you're going to a party, you're supposed to bring a gift to a party. I don't care how much the gift is. It's just the point of you not coming empty-handed to a party. It's a celebration. It's a birthday party, so you supposed to come with something. You supposed to. And if you feel like that you didn't have enough money to come with a gift, a car is a gift to me. in my eyes, a car is a gift. That's all you could do, but you didn't have to tell me that that's all you can do. I'm that type of person where, like I said, I'm appreciative of the smallest things. How can you want something big and you can't even accept the smallest things? How can you appreciate the smallest things in life, but how can you appreciate the bigger things in life, but you won't even know how to appreciate the smaller things? That's me. I'm not going to accept something bigger before I can appreciate the small. I appreciate the small. But when you feel like that your presence is just enough, in my mind, who the fuck are you? For you to say your presence is just enough. To me, that sounds so sarcastic, like your presence is just enough. Your presence? Your presence. I see if you was there for somebody mentally and physically, emotionally to help them out. You know what I'm saying? To be there for them in a certain type of way, to give a person a lending hand. Your presence is enough then. Because you there for somebody to help them. You see what I'm saying? They didn't have to ask you to be there. You extending yourself in that way. Somebody in the hospital, you there to visit them. That's when your presence is enough. But when you go to a birthday celebration and you just showing up, thank you for coming, but come with something to celebrate that person. Don't come just to celebrate that person off of what they done spent to put the damn party together. Because if I didn't put the party together, was you still gonna come to by my house to say happy birthday? That's when presence enough. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I don't get it, y'all. People try to make excuses for what they do to make it seem like what they doing is right, but you train yourself to think that type of way. You train yourself to think that type of way so you don't feel like that you was in the wrong for not doing, certain things. There was this one person that told me, and I ain't even gonna call no names, but this person know who they is if they watching me. But there was this one person that had told me, I don't do gifts. I don't give nobody no gifts. But how can you don't do gift or don't give nobody no gifts, but you can receive gifts? You love to receive them. That don't add up. If you sit there and you be about to cry over a gift that you just done received, oh, I'm so thank you, oh, so much, oh, I'm about to cry. If you could do all that, why can't you do the same thing for the next person? Don't make sense. If you can't give a gift, you can't receive a gift. And that's how I see it. Because in order to keep, instead of keeping that hand stretched out all the time to receive, it's also good to give. You know? Exactly. So I don't get that. But see, when a person like me or anybody else that's like me have to speak on stuff like this, oh, we the one in the wrong. When we only speaking on what's right. Am I right or am I wrong? Do anybody disagree? I'm just saying. Is it just me? Or am I speaking facts? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, y'all. That's all. Exactly, Miss Meredith. I'm just saying, for real. It's 153 people here, y'all. Chime in if you feel any different. And just come in a respectful way, because we grown people, we can have a conversation. But come in a respectful way. Am I right or am I wrong? Y'all ring that doorbell for me. Hit the thumbs up, the like button. Let's get it on up to 100 if you don't mind. Hey, Jan. Exactly. Somebody had to foot the bill and invite you. The you should feel good that you got an invitation. Talking about your presence is enough. Yeah. Talking about your presence is enough. You got an invitation. You didn't even have to get an invitation for you to say your presence is enough. You should feel honored that you even received the invitation. Hey, Lil Priest, welcome to the family, y'all. It is, and that's why you gotta let the people know, because they seem to not know or have forgotten the right way to do things. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Priest? Lil Paris? I think Lil Priest or Lil Paris 22. I messed the name up, child. But welcome to the family, y'all. Welcome Lil Paris to the family. Thank you, Miss Asia. Welcome to the family, y'all. Welcome Asia Holiday to the family. Happy to have you, love. People do what they want to do. They do. No, I'm not gonna be pissed, because let me tell you, on my anniversary day, I did the same thing on the invitation, right? And if you going to an anniversary, get together, most of the time, in my eyes, you're supposed to bring a gift. But just because those people didn't bring a gift, I didn't let that spoil my day, and I'm not gonna let it spoil my day. I still had a good time. I enjoyed myself. Me and my husband, we had a ball. We had a ball. Everybody around me had a ball. It didn't end till probably after 12 o'clock. But we at my house with my lights on. It didn't end till after that time. We had a ball. But it's just when after the fact, you know what you asked for, it's a topic of discussion. I ain't let it spoil my day, and I'm still not gonna let it spoil my day if people show up and don't bring nothing. It's just a topic of discussion. It just shows you how people just ain't got manners. So it's a topic of discussion. Just like if they was to show up to your party and you ain't served their ass nothing but some damn tater chips and salsa, that's a topic of discussion for them, because they felt like that you was supposed to have some goddamn meat on the table. But since I ain't have no meat on the table, they want to talk about me because I only had some damn chips and dip at the party. But you ain't even bring a gift to even be able to talk about the chips and dip that was on the table. You know what I'm saying? It's just a topic of discussion. I ain't gonna let it make me mad. I just tell you, hey Lolita. I ain't gonna good Lolita. I think I remember you. I had one named Lolita, but I don't know if you knew or not. But if you knew, welcome to the family, Lolita. Y'all welcome Lolita to the family. I haven't been following the whole thing bear with me, but why are you throwing the party? They should do it. All you should have to do is dress up a show. Now, Miss Jen. Now this the thing right here. I ain't expecting them to throw me no party. I ain't even finna first even wait on nobody to throw me no party. I'm not. I'm not. Because I already know that ain't finna happen. That ain't even finna happen. So I ain't finna wait on them to throw me no party. I throw my own party. But see, that's the thing. I want to have I want my party to be big and fun and all that right there. But at the same time, just have the decency enough to bring a gift to a party is all I'm saying. It ain't it. If you show me that you can bring a gift to a party, it makes me don't mind going above and beyond for you because I see that you appreciate me. You celebrate me. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind keep on doing that all the time. But when you is invited to something and the people that's coming ain't even going by the invitation or even bringing gifts or even shower you to celebrate you, when they show up and brain done seem like they be celebrating themselves. They come to feed themselves. They come and eat, then they gone. You done celebrated yourself. You done welcomed yourself to my food, my table, my alcohol, my party, my music. To celebrate yourself. To have yourself a good time. It don't feel like you was there for me. Sometimes they come in and ain't even happy birthday or happy anniversary, giving you a hug and congratulations or none of that. So how was you there for me? Some people come in, they just walk right past your ass and go to the ones that they know. How was you there for me? But it was for me though. That's what I'm saying. I know it sounds bad, but it really ain't bad. It's what it sounds like, y'all. It coming from my part. It really ain't bad as what it sounds like. It's just that things like this need to be said so that people know. Whenever you go to stuff, occasions, celebrations and stuff like that, bring something. Bring that person a gift to shower them to. Extend yourself a little bit further to them. He just laugh about it. My husband, he just laugh about it. I don't know. I ain't really, went that far with him about this right here. I done talked with y'all more about this than I done talked with him about this. So, I don't know. But see, my husband, I don't know how he think about it on his end. Men different from women too. But just because he a man, don't think that a person is a man. They don't want gifts neither. Men want gifts. They just don't say nothing. That's why it's called you got to ain't no wrong with it just ain't no wrong with it. Ain't no wrong with gifting people. Some people tell you, oh, you ain't got to bring me nothing, knowing deep down on the inside they really want something, but they tell you that because they know that you ain't gonna do it. So they prepare themselves they prepare themselves to not even expect anything by telling you, oh, you ain't got to bring nothing. knowing that they probably want you to bring a damn bag of chips. They want you to show up with a case of beer because they want to keep it going. They want the party to keep going, so the more you bring, the more it goes. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't gonna tell you that because they know that you ain't gonna do that. Or they ain't gonna tell you that because they don't want to hear you come up with an excuse like, oh, I ain't got it. I wish I could, but you know, child, rent just don't hit me, you know. Shit, I just went in the shit. I just had to fix me a motherfucking damn ham sandwich before I got here, shit. Cause boy, I was starving, boy. What you got over there? You know what I'm saying? Like, like, come on now. Y'all know how people is. You know? Exactly, Jen. See, that's like I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna let y'all in a little bit. I'm gonna let y'all in a little bit, just a little bit. See, that's just like with me and my husband. For a long time, my husband didn't find it important enough to buy me gifts, and I know that I could be partly the problem too when it came to that. But at the same time, I'm not gonna blame myself for that neither. But for a long time, he didn't find it important enough to buy me gifts. He'd be like, go get what you want. I give you the money, you go get what you want. And I had to keep telling him that's not good enough because it's the thought that count. I want to see what you gonna bring to me. I want to be surprised too. If I go out my way to buy gifts for you to try to find things that I know that you like to put a smile on your face for your birthday or just because, I want you to do the same thing for me because a lot of times what you do for others is what you want for them to do for you, right? You know, it's like you showing them what it is that you like. A lot of times when you do certain things for people, that's what you like. It's what you like for yourself. You like that same thing for yourself when you do certain things for people, whether you realize it or not. You like that same thing for yourself. If you's a gifted type of person, love to surprise people, you is a person that likes surprises too. You really is. So I was always gifting, surprising my husband all the time with different things and, stuff like that. And then, he wasn't doing the same thing in return. He just always told me, go get what you want. I'm not even finna go to the store to buy what I want because I'm the type of person that I always buy what I need. So I had got to the point where I had stopped buying him. No, I ain't wear myself out. It just was raining today. And I ain't sleep last night neither. I ain't go to bed like 5 this morning, but yeah. So uh I had stopped buying him. And the reason why I had stopped buying him was because I was trying to show him, if you can't buy for me, I can't buy for you. If you can't put no thought into me, I can't put no thought into you. And so eventually he got the picture, like 2 years ago. He finally got the picture. Something clicked in, and it happened on Mother's Day. Something clicked in, I don't know. It was just all of a sudden when he came, even though it wasn't the most, but no. Wait, I think it was, wait a minute, hold on. Like, I think it was like, yeah, 2 years ago. Okay, well, the first time it slowly started, right? So let me tell you about the very first time. I think it was my birthday or anniversary or something like that. He had bought me a necklace. I came on video and everything, was showing y'all the necklace and all that stuff. I can't remember if it was my birthday or anniversary. He had bought me a necklace. I was so surprised. I was shocked. I didn't even know that he even, went out to go and buy me some jewelry, buy me a gift, period. So then after that, it was nothing else after that. It was no more gifts after that. So then they're saying, okay, now we done moved to on Mother's Day came up. And he had got me a bag full of gifts. Because I told him, I said, babe, I said, if you can't think of nothing to get a person, I say, put together things that you know that I like. Make a basket. If you can't even make a basket, put it in a bag. You know, different things that you know that I like. You know, I used to say this all the time, but then it kicked in. He started listening, I guess. And when he came to me this time, it wasn't much, but I appreciate it because it was the thought that count. He know that I started wearing my little headbands and stuff, so he had went and bought me headbands, and he went and bought me some slippers, and he went and got me a car. He got me a balloon, and he had got, it was some other stuff that he had got, but he put together a lot of different things that he knew that I liked and put it in the bag and gave it to me and held that secret too. And then tell me that he got the stuff. And it surprised me. And so then this time, fast forward, this time, it surprised me because I wasn't used to my husband gifting me. You know what I'm saying? And he was so used to me gifting him all the time. And he said, I heard him when he said, but he was like, babe, it's been a long time since you gifted me. And I had told y'all, and y'all heard me when I said it. You just bought yourself some. You done went and got something already. You done been shopping. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he used to do to me. So I was returning the same energy that he was giving to me. So now he's in the motion of buying for me. Now he's looking for his gifts. So now it's time for me to get back in the habit because he done got in motion. So that means now I can get in motion because now he realized, oh, I gotta treat her like somebody. I gotta gift her because that's what she want in order for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't just be receiving all the time because she want to. I had to stop buying all the time for him to get the picture. So now that he got the picture, now I can start back. You see what I'm saying? It's already in me to do. But sometimes you got to stop just to make a person get the picture. That's just like when I told y'all I was going on strike with cooking. I don't mind cooking. I love to cook. I love to cook for my husband. I do. I love to cook for people. But when you can't cook for me, when you don't care to cook for me, when you make excuses and say, oh, I don't like to cook, or I don't know how to cook, or I ain't nobody finna be in the kitchen that long, or whatever. When you can't return that same old favor, it's time for me to cut some shit out for a minute. We in this thing together. That's how I see it. What I do for you is what you should be able to do for me. It's how I see it. If I cook for you, ain't no wrong with you cooking for me sometimes. I ain't asking for you to do it all the time, because goddamn, I'm picky about my food. But sometimes it's all right. Sometimes it's all right. And see, sometimes men is trained in a way to where they think that just because they go out and work and just because you a stay at home wife, they ain't got nothing else to do but go to work. That shit don't work like that. Because at the same time you go to work and pay bills, if I wasn't in the picture, you still will have to take your ass work to pay these same old bills. Am I right or am I wrong? So, just trying means a lot to us, exactly, is what I'm saying. Is exactly what I'm saying. So, I went on strike for a reason. I went on strike for the same reason I stopped buying for my husband. For him to see that, damn, she done stopped cooking. Damn, she ain't feeding the nigga. Damn, one thing I do know is when my husband first met me, one thing my husband knew about me before he knew anything about me is I was going to make sure he was fed. So I want to know the same thing. So that's why I went on strike. Because I want to know, can you feed me? Are you going to feed me? Will you feed me? Long as I'm in the kitchen cooking all the time, I never know if he'll feed me. Long as I'm constantly asking and steady doing, I never know he'll feed me. So I had to go on strike even though I ain't want to go on strike. I ain't want to do it. But I got to do it just to see what he gonna do. Sometimes you got to do shit just to see. I ain't saying my husband love me no less, but goddamn it, show me how much you do love my goddamn stomach being fed. Sometimes people can, you can love me, goddamn it, but your love ain't gonna feed me. Your love ain't gonna keep me alive. Your love ain't no nourishment to my health. So feed me. Show me you can feed me too. I done fed my husband for 7 years. Do you think I want to go another 7 and I ain't never had a full course meal he done cooked for me? Do you think I want to go another 7? No. So that's why I got to go on strike. So that I can see what he'll do in that kitchen for me. Sometimes it be seeming like you being wrong and stuff like that. Oh, you shouldn't do it when the man taking care of you and all this and that. No. Yeah, you taking care of me, but you taking care of you too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not finna spend my whole marriage cooking every single day and not expecting for you to even bring me a plate to the bed. You know? And yes, I'm fine, y'all. We having a discussion. We having a discussion. Like I said, a lot of things I be wanting to talk about, I don't talk about because people want to take certain things and run with it. Don't run with what I'm saying. I'm fine. I'm having a discussion. Sometimes you got to talk about some shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you do. Sometimes you got to have those real life adult conversations. You know what I'm saying? To get opinions, to get am I wrong or am I right type of shit. Hey, Tennessee North. But yeah, girl, I don't want my husband in the kitchen. He made such a mess. He would cook fat breakfast though. He would cook breakfast though. But see, Miss Cheryl, but you letting him cook breakfast. See, a lot of times we say, I know my husband make a mess in the kitchen. I know he make a mess. But does that mean that I don't want him in there? Really, for real, for real. You got to be real with yourself. Does that really mean that you don't want your man in the kitchen just because he make a mess? Does that really mean that? Or are you making that excuse for yourself saying that you don't want that man in the kitchen because he make a mess just because you know he ain't finna get in there that regular? Are you settling for the thought that he ain't finna get in there that regular? You know he ain't finna get in there. So to avoid feeling a certain type of way, you just done made up an excuse in your mind. He just make a mess and I gotta clean up a mess behind him. Hell, you gotta clean up a mess anyway. You gotta clean up anyway. So even if you did have to go in the kitchen and clean up behind him because he made a mess, I know it is, Miss Dolores. That's why I got to unwrap it, Miss Dolores. And I was told that by somebody, that a couple of people. But there was this one man that told me, he said, you got to stop doing for him to start doing. And I didn't listen to him. I didn't listen to him, but I do believe that. He said that you got to stop doing in order for him to start. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And I don't think nothing wrong with this discussion either, y'all. Because sometimes it's just got to be said. I ain't the only one. Sometimes some of us women, we do be want to go on strike, but we don't because of why? You scared? Scared of what? At the end of the day, you want to see what your spouse gonna do for you too. You know what you will do for them, but you don't even know what they're capable of doing for you besides paying the bill. So sometimes you gotta stop doing stuff. Sometimes you gotta stop doing stuff just to see. And that's for real. And if this came out of a whole man mouth, see, men got codes. Certain things that they ain't gonna say about one another just because they don't want the next woman to, because they don't want the next woman to know, to give any idea, because they don't want to start no problems and be giving no motherfucking ideas till they want me to start problems in their household and stuff like that. Shit, mine ain't doing this thing. Hold on, y'all. Mine ain't doing this, mine ain't doing that, mine ain't saying nothing, and I'm sitting back, feet kicked up, ain't doing the motherfucking thing, going to work, paying bills, and she say that that's enough because she say long as the roof is over her head, she's satisfied. But honestly and truly, we don't just be satisfied with that. I'm trying to keep y'all from falling over. I shouldn't even mess with you. But honestly and truly, we don't be satisfied with that. Being women, y'all, come on, let's be for real. Let's be for real. We don't just be satisfied with that. We just make ourselves satisfied with that because we don't even want to be, we don't want to feel a certain type of way for fucking asking. You know what I'm saying? So we don't even bring it up. We don't even ask. We don't even expect. My spouse can't cook and I'd rather not eat that trash. Sorry, but if I want good microwave delight, they make gourmet like that, cook in the stove. Yeah. On the stove, exactly. So, a lot of times we don't want to bring the stuff up, but we expect certain things out of our men and just don't say nothing. We don't say nothing to keep from having to feel a certain type of way because it ain't gonna get done, or we might gotta wait. One day each week, and ain't nothing wrong with that, Miss Jean. not my big mouth. I talk. But the talking and doing is two different things. Does that do any good? That's the thing. See, a lot of times when they say no to something, they mean that. When we say no to something, we don't mean that most of the damn time. We just be damn talking. So it's just like, I'm tired of just talking. I'm tired of just talking, gotta start doing. That's why I say even with my party. I'm tired of just saying that. I'm tired of, being the host to do the most and constantly doing the most and ain't getting what I should get out of it. I got to stop talking and start doing. If you ain't worth nothing but a motherfucking chip and a dip, that's what you gonna get, a goddamn chip and a dip. That's just like my husband. I know that I want my husband to cook at least breakfast for me sometimes, so I got to stop allowing him to not cook breakfast for me sometimes. I know that I want my husband to learn how to cook. I know that I want my husband to learn how to cook some meals because there's going to come a time that I may not be able to cook meals for myself. So I got to stop cooking meals sometimes in order for him to start cooking some meals sometimes. Yeah, the chip and the dip. You know, I want to know what back to him. I want to know what he capable of doing. And only because I want nothing but the best for him, for us. Nothing but the best. If you can't cook, goddamn it, it's time for you to learn how to cook. You can't be 40 years old, can't cook nothing but French fries and chicken nuggets and goddamn pizza rolls and pizzas and shit like that. You got to know how to cook a motherfucking meal. You's a good man by going to work hard, honey, taking care of these bills. I appreciate you, honey. I thank you. Trust me, I do. But you got to know how to feed yourself if I wasn't them. You know what I'm saying? There's times that I go out of town. If I was to go out of town without my husband, I would make up meals for my husband just for him to have something to eat while I'm gone, because I don't want his ass to be hungry. I don't want him to be out there buying food to eat. I don't want him to be eating no motherfucking chicken nugget, French fries, pizza rolls, and hot pockets, and motherfucking pizza and all that shit right there. If I'm going a whole motherfucking week, do I want my husband eating that shit every day? No. So that's why it's important for me to make sure that he know how to cook for himself. I ain't trying to tell you what to do. I'm trying to help your motherfucking ass out in the long run. Because there's going to come a time that I may not be for here forever. Or even if I am here, I say what I mean. That's word, and I stick to it. And see, I may not be here to Lord have mercy, over here rolling. What you rolling about, Hazel? Ain't nothing funny about nothing I'm talking about, I don't think. This real life situations. What's funny. But anywho, I don't want him to not be able to do for me, for himself, for us. When it comes to cooking, you got to have these skills in all areas of your life. That's just like, with y'all raising y'all children. I ain't got no kids. But if it was me, my child would know how to clean up. My child would know how to wash. I would be teaching my child when they get to a certain age how to pay bills and stuff like that. See, certain things like that, people don't be teaching their kids. But then you send them on their way when they turn 18. They go to college and they don't even know how to pay a bill. They don't even know how to look up a bill. They don't even know how to go and research the bill that they look. They don't even know how to find the damn phone number. But then y'all want to send these kids on their way and they don't even know how to do none of this stuff. But then life started kicking in, reality started hitting, and now they got to try to ask Tom, Harry, Joe, Larry, and all them right there when you could have been teaching them this stuff along the way. You expect them to know, oh, you should all you 21 years old and you don't know how to pay a bill. You 21 years old and you don't know how to do this because you ain't teach them how to do that. You got to teach people how to do certain things. You got to teach them how to cook a meal for themselves. It's one thing to raise a child, but it's another thing to teach them things they need to know that's going to carry them throughout their life. You got to teach them how to feed themselves. It's one thing to be a good mama, but goddamn it, you ain't no awesome mama if you ain't tried to teach your child how to cook, because that's one thing that they need to know how to do for themselves when they get out there on their own, because you ain't gonna be their mama forever. And see, you teach them how to work and pay bills, but you also they gotta know how to feed themselves besides going to buy food to eat, or just depending on you to cook for them, or depending on their little girlfriends to cook for them, or be depending on these little devious ass women that be running. See, y'all be worrying about, oh, they done put some roots on you done ate this or you done ate that. That man know how to cook for himself. He ain't gotta worry about that most of the time. He ain't got to be worried about around her eating nasty food, knowing that mama food better than her food. You wouldn't have to worry about that if you was to try to instill your cooking lessons in him. But see, people skip out on the real things that they need to teach them. It's okay. That's the right thing to teach them, to go and work and pay a bill, but you gotta teach them how to feed themselves. You gotta teach them where to go and pay these bills at. See, that's when it fall on us as good women. And we get to take advantage of a lot by these good men, but they don't know how to be real good men. Let's just say it. You a good man, but you got to be a real, REAL, a real man, a real good man. A real man gonna feed his wife. A real man gonna make sure his wife taken care of, and always the same way that woman take care of you. You do the same thing for your woman. For real, for real. Damn the rest and damn who feelings I'm hurting, damn who toes I'm stepping on. The real is the real. You can't be trying to throw that responsibility as a mother, and I'm not even getting on y'all. But I'm just saying, you can't be trying to throw that responsibility as a mother off on the wives all the time. Because just because he got him a good wife, oh, I know my son taken care of. Don't try to throw that responsibility off raising your child up as, oh, I hope he end up with him a good wife. That way, I know he gonna make sure he be taken care of like mama did. But at the same time, raise your son up to be a good husband. The same way you took care of him, he take care of you took care of him, he take care of his wife too. By feeding her too. Not just paying bills, because it don't stop at paying bills. Look at yourself as a woman. Would you want your man to stop at just work? That's why somebody left this comment one day, and I wish I would have saw it when she said it, but she was like, you gotta see, y'all women, y'all be talking about going on strike and stuff like that, but it's a bunch of us women out here praying to have a husband to cook for. You better be careful for what you pray for. Because you over here praying to have a husband to cook for, but at the same time, you better pray for a whole husband at the same time. Because you don't want a husband that you just cook for, somebody that just go out to work and take care of your ass. You also want a husband that's going to take care of you. You also want a husband that's going to feed you too. So be careful for what you pray for while you're talking about, because really what you were saying is, while we ain't cooking, it's the next woman out there ready to cook for them. But you better be looking. You better watch what you pray, what you're praying for. I'm just saying. You just don't want any type of husband. Exactly. So when you get a husband, he ain't gonna be everything that you want. He ain't. You gotta know what you willing to stay there for and or ain't stay there for. You know what I'm saying? So I know what I got, and I know that what I have is worth staying here for. But at the same time, I know that he's worth me staying here for him. He's also worth me teaching him and helping him to get to where he should be. Not just for me, but for himself too. You got to put in some work sometimes into these men. You know what I'm saying? To show them what it is that what they should know for themselves. Not just for you. Because because this your husband and y'all together and you do for him and he do for you, there gonna come a time where you can't do for him and he can't do, or he can't do, or you can't do for yourself. So you're gonna need for him to be able to step in at those times. And if you ain't been that wife to try to show him when you had the time, the energy, the strength, the and all of that, to be able to show him the mind, to show him what it is that you need done for you, for him, himself, for the house, all that, while you was in your right state of mind. How you know you're gonna get there when you ain't? Ain't no wrong with teaching. Ain't no wrong with teaching your man, certain things. Everybody want to talk. That's what I'm saying. Everybody want to talk. That's why I say it goes back to your house. These mothers wasn't teaching the sons and stuff like that, certain things that they need to know. So it's left on their wives to teach them. That's why when you find a man, yeah, men go out here and they be looking at these wretched ass chicks, you know what I'm saying? These no good women, these little, the ones that ain't gonna take care of them. Yeah, they do look at them. Yeah, they do have interest in them. But when they find them real wives be somebody that's like mama, somebody that's like grandmama. They don't be them little ratchet hoochie mama, somebody that they know that the next man can get with. They get somebody that's like mama. They get somebody that they know that they're gonna speak their mind. They're gonna put their foot down. The one that ain't gonna play. The one that's gonna pay them bills. The one that's gonna make sure them food or is on that table. Exactly, Jen. Exactly, Miss April. And a wise woman told me that, April. A wise woman told me that. She told me that when you is in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, that's when you look for 50-50. But when you was in a husband and wife relationship, you look for 100-100. You look for 100-100. And it's got to be like that because y'all is going to be together forever. I'm going to give you 100% of me, you give me 100% of you. Ain't no cut, no corners, no chasers, no nothing. I don't need no little part of you. I need all of you because I'm with you for the rest of your life. You with me for the rest of my life. That's 100% of my life that's I'm giving to you. Just as well as 100% of your life you supposed to be giving to me, because if anything happened to you, I'm responsible. If anything happened to me, you responsible. We take care of one another 100%. Exactly. And see, that's the thing. He will want need to rest in peace. Be able to rest in peace if anything was to go down. It's the reason why I pay my bills before the first. I don't never pay my bills on its due date. I never pay my bills a week before the due date. Whenever I get my money to pay my bills, it be like 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks before the bills is due. I always pay my bills early like that. I always do. And the reason why, and pay all of them at the same time. And the reason why I always pay my bills early like that is because I always think like this. If anything was to happen to me around the first of the month, when it's time for bills to be paid, I don't want my husband to have to worry about me and worry about the bills being paid. I want the bills to be already paid. That way he could just worry about me. And that's how I think. You don't want someone you have to raise. It's a lot of time, and that's true too. But you know what? A lot of times they come with good. They come with good. They come with good raising. They come with good ways by themselves. But it still be things that they lack, and everybody don't come well prepared. Everybody don't come well prepared. That's rare that you're gonna find somebody that's fully prepared. You gotta think now. We still young. You know what I'm saying? We still young, and most of the time when a person don't came fully prepared is because they done been through life, they done experienced, they done had this or that. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody don't come fully equipped with everything that they need to know. You got to think like when my husband decided to really settle down, he had him. Shit, I don't know what type of women they was, but obviously they couldn't have been women that just did what the fuck they was supposed to do as a woman. I'm just gonna put it like that. They couldn't have been that type. So now he got with that type. He's learning. Okay, he got to learn. Okay, I got to do this. Okay, I ain't know I was supposed to do this, or I ain't know I was supposed to do that, because I always had this chick that always, shit, we only ate chicken nuggets and french fries and shit and pizza rolls and stuff like that, or she ate meals that I brought from work, or something like that. She ain't never get in the kitchen and get down like you get down. So now that's why when I cook, my husband be like, you don't need no bell peppers, you don't need no onions, you don't need this seasoning, you don't need that seasoning. What you putting that in there for? What you cooking that for? But then when he sit down and eat it, he eat the whole plate of food with no problems. But he had all them questions though. See, you don't know nothing about this right here. This that real love. This that real food right here that's gonna put you to sleep and have your ass with that energy to get up to work the next day. Honey, that real food that's gonna put that rate on you. You know what I'm saying? That's that real food. That's that real food. You ain't got too many young people out here that's doing that. I'm not doing it. Sorry. Hey, to each his own. To each his own. But I know what I got. And I know what I'm worth. And I know what I am willing to put in the work for. I know what I'm willing to put in the work for. It's got to be worth you. It's got to be worth you putting your time, or you ain't. So, if I got to teach my man how to cook, that's what I'm gonna do. You have to let him know to death do us part, for better for worse. You going to walk through the worst and come together for the better. Exactly, Miss Tennessee. Yes, ma'am. And that's all I'm saying right there. To death do us part, for better or for worse. We're gonna go through the worst. We're gonna go through things that ain't that bad. But in the midst of it all, I'm learning something, you learning something, and we're gonna it's gonna get better. With me teaching my husband how to cook, or expecting him to cook for me when he ain't doing it right now, he's learning. See, in my mind, this is for the worst right now. But it's gonna be for the better in the end. Those you I ain't teaching no man no this, I ain't teaching no man that. I hate to have to say it, but for you to sit back and wait on that perfect man, I don't know who you looking for. And I don't think you know who you looking for neither. And that's just my opinion. Because nobody's perfect. And you're not going to get everything that you want out of a man. You're not going to get it all. You're going to be lacking somewhere. Y'all going to have to put in some work where hey, got to get this together. Just like, you're right. Just like, ain't no perfect woman. It's going to be some areas where we're going to have to put in some work somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to put in that work somewhere. Ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody your picture perfect. Nobody. You can love that person with all your heart and love the things that they do and what they come with and all that, but nobody is going to be your picture perfect. They can work towards giving you what you need and what you want, but they definitely ain't going to be your picture perfect. That's why you hear people be like, oh, I'm out here doing my own thing, honey. I need me about 3-4 men. I got me a man to shop with. I got me a man to take me out to eat. I got me a man that take that shop for me. I got a man that buy do for me. Come do my yards. I got a man that sex me good. I got a man that spend time with me, because you need all those different men when you out there in the dating world. You need all them different men to try to make up that one, because you ain't gonna get all those things out that one man. So you find yourself with these different men that to try to make up for that one. Come on over here, Bill. I need for you to come on and lay it down tonight. Oh, Bill, here go Bill. I thought you had John over there. I do got John, but you better than John, boo. You know. Then you call Jose. Jose, come on over here and do my yard for me, Jose. Jose be like, well, I thought you had Bobby over there. I do got Bobby, but Bobby don't do the yard like you do. You get that yard right, Jose. Then you call Benjamin. Come on over here, Benjamin, and you want to go shopping today, Benjamin? You know, I want me a new purse, Benjamin. Benjamin be like, oh, I thought you had Ben over there. No, Ben, ain't nobody got time for Ben. Ain't nobody got time for Ben. I need you, Benjamin. You know just what I like. You know what to tell him. You know what I'm saying? You know just what I like. Oh, I do, baby. All right, I'll be over there. You know? So Benjamin gonna take you go get what you like. Then you got Chef Joe. Chef Joe, come on over here, Chef Joe, and cook me a meal. I like that lo mein you be making, or that damn lasagna you be hooking up. What you calling me for? I thought you had Johnny over there to cook it for you last night. Johnny don't cook like you do. You do your thing. It's just something you do to me. you know, you got those different ones. You got those different ones for whatever it is that you need. Marry the chef and how you got them different ones for what you need. But it's for real though. But don't nobody want to talk about that though. But when a real woman, a married woman, a woman that's in a relationship get to talk about these type of things, oh, it's a problem though. Why it got to be a problem when this is real life situations? This shit for real. This ain't no play. Sometimes you gotta be the voice for other people that's going through the same thing that you going through, for them to realize, oh, I ain't by myself. Ain't nothing wrong with me going on strike. Ain't nothing wrong with me teaching my man how to cook, because people think that it's a problem with it. Ain't no problem with it when you know that it's worth you staying. You can't tell him enough to do it. Go on motherfucking strike. Stop doing some things sometimes. Show his ass. Get him in the kitchen. Teach him. Put that time in with him. A lot of times I see it like this. Teaching my husband how to cook, I tell him this all the time. Me teaching you how to cook, that's quality time too. Ain't nothing more beautiful than a husband and a wife in the kitchen cooking together. That's quality time. Exactly. Right, Miss Robin. But that's quality time. What's wrong with putting that quality time in? When your man did know how to cook, and I don't even know what I was just gonna say. It slipped my mind just then. Oh, when your man didn't know how to cook, and he didn't mind getting in the kitchen together with you and cook with you and stuff like that. I forgot what the fuck I was finna say, where I was going with that, y'all. I was trying to say something about that. Don't worry about it. But what you say? Girl, intimacy. Say it again. After 43 years of marriage, I know it's the way you ask them to do things you want done. It works. It works. Be kind. It does. It does, Miss Dolores. It does. It is the way that you ask them. That does matter. But you want to not have to ask sometimes too. I don't do players. One good man and I'm good. Exactly, Miss Meredith. That's why my ass over here married, because I ain't got time to be over here shuffling through no man and diseases. Thank you, Miss Gail. You right. They like them old things in the streets. They don't love them. Cause one thing I say, honey, them streets ain't loyal, baby. Them streets ain't loyal. They ready to tell on you, or turn the other cheek to you. Just cause you ain't get no damn nails did or hair done. Honey, we over here, hair ain't done, nails ain't done, feet ain't done, bills paid, goddamn food on the table, but we ain't got no extra money for it, but we happy. But you go over there and pay her mug bills that's in the streets, you pay her bills and don't get her damn hair done and shit like that, and see if her ass gonna be happy. Get her a few extra dollars to go and party and see if she gonna be happy. But we over here happy because our goddamn bills paid and food is on the table and all that there, honey. And we ain't got no hairdo, no nails did, no feet did, feet crusted, toe polish chipping and all that right there. It, honey, I ain't got no damn hair grease, straightening comb or nobody to come and do it. They ain't got money to buy a pack of weed, honey. A damn hair, a damn wig, honey. We been slapping on for all month long, honey. But we satisfied because them bills paid and we got food on that table. You got gas in your car to go to work. We satisfied. But you can't do that for no. You can't do that for them for the ones in the streets though. You can't do that same thing for them. They want that and some. My daughter is showing her husband these things too. So yeah, you know. But real talk, y'all. It's some real shit. And just cause I got these same certain problems, y'all got these. Some of y'all got these same motherfucking problems too. That shit just ain't hit the surface enough for y'all to want to even tell anybody about it. Y'all just sitting back dealing with this shit, and it's just steady piling up and piling up and piling up and piling up and piling up on you, and then next thing you know, yeah, it's gone. I can't take this no more. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? When the only thing you probably had to do was let them know and stop doing some shit, or stop doing some shit to let them know. You know what I'm saying? They know what you've been talking about for the longest, what you've been asking for. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, like that man told me, you got to stop doing some shit sometimes in order to make their ass do it. And this came from a married man, not no just no regular old single old man. This came from a married man's mouth. Sometimes you got to stop doing some shit to make them start doing some shit. For real. And I've been told plenty of times that I spoiled my husband. Plenty of times. But goddamn it, that spoiling happened before me. That shit started with his grandmama now. I just added fuel to the damn fire. So now I'm trying to calm that fire down a little bit, you know what I'm saying, so he can just start doing a little bit more. But I want my husband to be spoiled. But I want to be spoiled too. I want him to be spoiled. Shit, I was getting up cooking my husband breakfast every motherfucking morning, feeling good doing it. I want him to have that breakfast and taking him to work. Making other motherfuckers jealous. Showing these single ass, jealous ass men that if you was to get yourself together, you could have something like this. Sometimes you got to be an example. That's right, Miss Meredith. That's a beautiful thing. People do deal with stuff the way it works for them. They do. But sometimes people don't know what to do that works. So that's why you got people that comes and talk about things like this, because you never know that I could have been the mouthpiece that God had done set out for me to talk about this today. I ain't even come here to talk about this today. But I could have been the mouthpiece for those that need, for people that needed to hear this, to help save some marriages. There's too many marriages going around now that's falling apart, that God done put together. And God don't want these marriages to fall apart, so he sent me to sit here and talk about this today. knowing that the kind of feedback that I'm gonna get from this. But he sent me to talk about this today. No, y'all know how I am. I don't even get on here and talk about stuff like this because at the same time, it's like I'm putting too much of my household out there for people to give somebody to have something to say. But I said today, I don't give a fuck. I don't care because who I didn't know that I don't know that I could be out here on a mission, be on an assignment for the Lord, doing some work, putting some stuff out here, putting these words out here for people that need to hear this today. Even though that this is my problems, but sometimes you got to come with your own shit in order to be relatable. You know? Yes, ma'am, Mr. Lawrence. It's gonna take some time, and he is. It's gonna take some time because one thing about my husband that I do know is that my husband is the type of person that's willing to want to change for the better, willing to put in that work. But he's stubborn as hell too. He's very stubborn now. But see, I have to deal with him and his stubbornness, and see that's the difference between me and him. That's why we balance one another out because I'm not stubborn. He is. I'm not a grudge holder. He is. I'm. You. It's we have this equal balance where I balance him, he balance me. Certain things about me balance him. Certain things about him balance me, and it just works for us. But a lot of things that somebody else will probably say that they won't put up with, and certain things that I put up with because it's worth my fight. It's worth my fight. I don't have to worry about my husband out here running the streets and stuff like that. My husband sit here and play his game every day. But some people, they probably like, I wouldn't deal with no man that play that game every day. But if it keeps my husband out the street, I ain't got no motherfucking problem. I had a street runner. He was a street runner. My husband dropped all that for me, for himself, for the better of us. My husband was a club hopper. He started shit, the club hopping probably from damn Thursday to fucking Monday. But I ain't got no club hopper no more. So if that game gonna keep him out them streets and stuff like that, see, they find they different other entertainment. They got to find some kind of entertainment inside the home to keep themselves out from in the streets. So if that keeps him out the streets, I ain't got no problem with it. I ain't got no problem. My husband has taken advantage of me before, and I have also done that to him. It never works out. We have to rest and make each other first again. You right, Miss Merida. Thank you, Merida. We're good for one another. Your husband is blessed to have you. He definitely is. Yes. So this some words and some wisdom, y'all, to those of you that's out there trying to get you one, honey. If y'all out here looking for that perfect husband, the reason why you ain't got you now is because you're looking for that perfect husband. Stop trying to look for that perfect husband because you ain't finna find him. On the flip side, I was married young. Red flags told me not to marry him. The worst thing I could have done. I learned a great lesson. Now I know what to look for in my next marriage. Exactly. And you said you right, Miss Tennessee. But you said a mouthful, April. Now you know what to look for. You didn't know what to look for. And see, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all now. Y'all looking for all the wrong things in a relationship. The ones that don't have a man. And I'm not saying that to talk about y'all. But I'm just saying y'all looking for the wrong things in a relationship. Some of the wrong things. Some things you can't. Some things you don't need to be looking for. You got to know what that is. But shit, I done explained a lot of it to you throughout this video, and I hope you was listening. And now you don't open your mind up a little bit more and stop trying to look for that perfect man. He's not there. He's not there. A good man is there, not a perfect man. Ain't no perfect man out there. There's a difference. So stop trying to look for that perfect man, because he is not there, baby. You gonna be steady opening doors, honey. They steady gonna be closing on your ass because he's not there. He ain't there. You got to weigh out all the differences that you don't like and weigh out the things that you do like. And if them good things is worth, if them bad things is worth you, okay, let's see. If you know you got that type of man that's willing to change for the better of you and him, for the both of you, then you know, okay, I can, I can work with this man right here. I can work with him. You know what I'm saying? Because he willing to, work on it, to change it. You know what I'm saying? And but if honey, I'm telling you, you got to know, you like Miss Tennessee said, you got to pick your battle. You know what battle that you know what kind of battle that you willing to fight. So you get in the battle that you can fight. You get in one that you can fight for. Exactly, Miss Cheryl. Sorry to hear that, Miss Libra. You better say it again, Miss Meredith. Oh, that's the problem, Miss Peggy. You welcome. Whoever received this and feel me where I'm coming from, you welcome. You welcome. If you don't feel me, then it wasn't for you. That's how you do it. But I appreciate all the positivity that's been in the comments and everybody that been interacting and giving their little point of view and their little tips and tricks and notes from all y'all that done been in these marriages for 36 years, 26 years, 34 years. I've been seeing all that in the comments. I appreciate, out of all respect, but all marriages is not made from TMH. That's something I learned on my spiritual walk from studying and seeking spiritual knowledge books. From not made from TMH. What's that? I speak on that. I'm 59 and I'll try to make the Mr. What you say? The Mr. The perfect man. But then I had to figure out what was perfect for me. Thank you, Miss Tennessee. Thank you, Miss Tennessee. That's all I'm saying right there. That's all I'm saying right there. What's perfect to somebody else is not your perfect. Somebody will say that, oh, I won't let my husband take care of me. I won't let my husband cook for me. But I don't see it like that. I want my husband to take care of me. I want my husband to cook for me. We different people with different looks at life and relationships and stuff like that. So what you respect ain't what I respect or what I expect. That's why we all different. That's why God made us different. Being different, that's why I make this world unique. You know, the good differences, That's what makes the world unique. That's what makes all us unique. Beautiful in God's eyes because we all different. You know. That's why, we got y'all know is the creator of love. I'm glad you shared this. I know God has someone here who needs to hear this. Marriage is a partnership. It's a give and a take. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. But you wouldn't understand that until you get in that marriage. You got to get in that marriage to understand that that's all marriage is really about. Yes, you love one another, but you got to give some and you taking some. And it's going to constantly work just like that throughout the whole marriage. Throughout the whole marriage, because you got to think about you two human beings that love to give and receive. That's just our human nature. The give and receive. 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 And giving and receiving is a part of making a person happy. Doing different things that keeping things spontaneous, keeping it going, keeping interest, finding and knowing, you know, a person. That person that you with. You gotta think that this person that you, I don't give a damn if you was my mama. Just because you birthed me don't mean that you're gonna always know me. You're not gonna always know me. Because as a person grow in age, they change, they get older, they get wiser, you know, they always changing. So that's why you always got to put that time in and, you know, and do things with them to get to know them, refresh the things that you don't know about them. Well, learn the things that you don't know about them. You know. Oh, that's good, Tika, honey. You got you a cook. So yeah, y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much more longer. I done been here 2 hours, 13 minutes talking about this, but I think that I done, you know, pretty much got my point across and got this off my chest. I'm glad we talked about it because like I told y'all, a lot of serious conversations I don't like to talk about because people are so judgmental and I can't stand judgmental as people that just don't want to sit and just have an adult conversation. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times you just can't have an adult conversation because of those judgmental ass people that just want to take situations and twist it, want to turn it, want to make it into whatever they think they want it to be. It's not about that. It's about us sitting and having conversations. Sometimes you got to sit and have conversations just to um, see if you right or you wrong about the way that you be feeling sometimes. Because sometimes you feel a certain type of way, but then it's like, am I wrong for thinking this way? Am I wrong for doing this? Or was I right? So you got to speak to the wise. That's why I told y'all I love my elders. You got to speak to the wise. And I know I got a lot of y'all here. So you got to speak to the wise sometimes to get your wisdom. You know? That's why I appreciate y'all being here. I love y'all though. But to the next one, peace, love, many, many blessings to each and every one of y'all tomorrow. I don't know what we're going to be doing. What's tomorrow? What's today? Oh, tomorrow, Thursday. So anyway, I was married and I gave all I had. And it still was not enough. Some people come in your life for a reason and for a season and a lifetime. So when it's real, solid love, wisdom, knowledge, and power. Exactly. You're such a wise young lady. You have a beautiful heart. Thank you, Miss Jackie. I'm not married. Just got a boyfriend. One day we still get married, but we one day at a time. We love each other and we look after one another and we always talk to one another. That's a beautiful thing, Lean. That's good. You'll get there if y'all want to. You'll get there. You'll get there. It's gonna happen. Just to show he your person, you his person, it's gonna happen. But anyway, I love y'all. Peace, love, many, many blessings to each and every one of y'all. Until the next one, I'm out. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. All right. Peace out. Have a good day. Yep. Sean. All right, y'all. I'm out.